I thank the management of Sri Shakthi Institute of Technologies. I'm not a stranger. I belong to this region. I studied my basic engineering few kilometers from this place, CIT. I had a very humble start, starting my career or as education in diploma in mechanical engineering. I spent a lot of time in the industry and the people, friends here. Then I started a career. Of course, as Dr. Pattabhiraman explained, it's not a shortcut. It's not a easy thing like to get a career or completing the education. But it's not very tough also. That's what I want to share my experience as a young engineer, because you are all going to be my colleagues after some years. That means you have just started how to become our colleagues after some years. So you are very important, because today worldwide not enough engineers available. I think doctor said very clearly and loudly that you need to understand one thing. Globally, India especially the Asian continent is blessed with people. Okay, I'm working in the recent past in European countries. When I see that there are not enough population itself first. In that population, not enough people are interested to take up engineering for various reasons. One of the reasons I found is their ability. That means intellectual ability. When you want to do engineering, you need to understand certain basics like mathematics, problem solving. So this ability, even though there is a limited amount of population, they are not very much interested. So they like to find other courses like tourism or management studies. But in India, we have an opportunity for everyone. If you look at in terms of engineering, there is no branch is inferior. Why I am saying, there is a scarcity of engineers in all branches, and there are many new branches are being invented because there is a need. Let us take a simple example. You look at the roads, what it was there 10 years before and now, and people are started working on the next 10-year designs. The reason is whatever you implemented, it is coming little bit late because not enough engineers to execute the plans on time. So there is a demand is continuously evolving. So first thing is you need to keep a hope. Yes, there is a job for me. There is a good future for me. That is the first confidence you need to have on the day one of your college life now. And studying engineering is not easy. At the same time, it's not a rocket science. All you have to do is follow certain proven examples. That means when I was in the college, like we get 4 years of time. If I convert this 4 years, I was talking to some of the professors last night. If you convert this 4 years in terms of number of hours, approximately it's 2000 hours. Per year, 500 hours. You have 365 days. All effectively available is 500 hours. That means in a day, you take 8 hours. So easily you can use this 500 hours and you have much more time. So the topic is how to give you some information about what is a holistic engineer. First of all, let us go from the dictionary meaning, very basics. What is holistic? Holistic is like it's a looking a person in all perspectives. It's not that as an engineer you are studying many subjects, not one subject. All these things are important, out of which some of them are very basic and it's most important. So it is like a system, You take in any simple example, now that the parents also there. If you want to make a perfect home, it's not only in the kitchen. If I take a mother, like you need to take care of kitchen, you take care of your household, you take care of your finance, you take care of your communication, hospitality. Likewise, if you take a father, his holistic means like he need to have his profession and his well-being, family. Likewise, engineer also got a composition. That means he need to fulfill his commitment in all areas. So I'm going to talk about, it is important that you need to know what is expected out of you after 4 years. Okay? All I want to tell you is, you need to be very strong or in your basics. What you learn from your first year to the 4th year, there are certain things are basics. You will not have any time to refer this after you complete your course. So make use of this 2000 hours. Please concentrate to understand these basics, and this is going to determine your value in terms of your marks, in terms of your salaries. If you are very strong in your basics, you need not worry about anything. Like the job will come to you automatically. Because today, the colleges like Shakti has been well known in the market. So the companies are coming here. You need not go to any company. The companies are coming to you. Today you are in the engineering college. You have an aptitude to learn engineering. That's why you are chosen. Majority of the people. There is no chance. It is a choice. You want to be an engineer, so that aptitude is there. But that is not sufficient. You need to use this aptitude to conduct and implement projects. Learning is, you are today in the information age. I don't think anyone needs some support in learning, because your parents have brought you to this level, put you in the right hands. Afterwards, you will learn automatically. But while learning, please conduct some experimentation. Okay? Think about that. That will stay very strong in your minds. The next one is a responsibility. You have a responsibility as a citizen of the country or to your place and your family. If you understand that what for I'm responsible, you are responsible for many, many innovations in the future. If you are not innovating, you are responsible for many engineering tasks. You need to feel proud of it. At the same time, you need to own your responsibility. Not only responsibility being an engineer, you are responsible for everything you design. As an automobile engineer, when I started my career, we were designing components or trucks. I was in the truck industry for 10 years. It was giving a lot of pleasure to me. After some years, I found I'm also responsible for something. For example, if I design a poor brake system, there could be a loss of life for the driver or the people on the road. Then I started thinking, every time when I do some drawing, I'm not only doing some nuts and bolts, lives of people. So you need to take that responsibility right from day one. Whatever I'm doing, then it becomes serious thing, You start as a drawing, but you need to look at that. It got an action and some result. So you need to think about, then automatically your interest, your motivation will come. You will be very strong on the fundamentals. Imagine now I'm working in the aerospace industry. Aerospace industry, we use a term called catastrophe. Catastrophe means there is no second chance. If you miss something, then only your photo will be there in the paper. So that's the kind of thing. And it happens at a lightning speed. It's not only one person. It's hundreds and thousands of people. Sometimes if it is only a plane full of people, it's few hundreds. If it crashes in a civilian area where people live, it is thousands. So everything what we do, we need to take some responsibility, creativity. I don't have any doubt, because the younger generation are highly creative. Okay, you come with a lot of ideas. Show that creativity in learning. Show that creativity in your work also. You can present a problem in many different ways. Show your creativity. Mastering technologies. Basically, I started my career as a mechanical engineer. I have a very strong passion for information technology. Unfortunately, I have chosen a mechanical engineering, but I didn't stop. I started doing my part-time learning in computer programming right here in Coimbatore. Then I got a job as a mechanical engineer, but still I never left it. It's a lifelong, like what I did is I did my distance learning program. I did my BS from BITS Pilani in information systems and MS from BITS Pilani again on information systems again. So I'm still a mechanical engineer. I'm using other technologies to enable mechanical engineering. So each one will have their own choice. So don't limit yourself. So you need to have a very high dream, never feel that I missed in this part of 4 years. Keep it for your future. Put your efforts to come out with the flying colors on what you have today. Then there is a lifelong learning. And after some time, if you don't learn, you will get rotten or rust. That means, the persons who are learning lifelong will automatically get the benefits. So you keep some aspirations and motivations for lifelong learning. Willingness, you need to learn. Entrepreneurship. I don't have any doubt because I know what is entrepreneurship only from Coimbatore. Because entrepreneurship, you need not be a owner of a company. It's a quality that, you take responsibility for everything. For example, setting up an education is a social cause in entrepreneurship for the benefit of people. Likewise, you develop that entrepreneurship skills in you. Not only education, take some additional responsibilities. You become a leader for some technology club. Bring some actions to your college. You take some lead. You need to demonstrate even when you are a student. This will certainly help you when you go for your career. Communication skills, which is something I really stressed upon. When I was here and I was in my schooling days, I hardly speak. I cannot come to a stage. I had a chance to meet with a couple of my other friends. Then their communication was slightly better. They helped me and I also learned, put some efforts. Today I am able to communicate. I am not an expert in communication, but I felt that without communication, your ideas will only stay with you. In class, you have to start in class. I still remember some of my professors. In our days, it was slightly different. The lecturers and professors will not be sitting on the front desk. They will be on the last desk. And each one will be given a topic. We need to prepare the class, and one of our students should come and take the class. For example, all the 20 sections will be distributed to 60 people, and we need to take the class. You are forced sometimes, but in the today's world, you should volunteer. It not only in the class, but wherever you get an opportunity, express that you want to communicate. You might fail, you might not be able to do it effectively. Never worry, you have a lot of time. But when you complete 4 years, you should be able to communicate, otherwise it's very difficult. See, let us start from your interview. You have excellent marks, okay? You are in the interview. If you don't communicate your expectations, for example, start from salary or place or the kind of work you want to do. How will you communicate your desire? And you get a window of 5 minutes to 10 minutes to express all those things. So better start practicing now. Last but not the least, ethics, which has been very well said by Dr. Pattabhiram. Anything without ethics will not stay. I have seen in the student life, in the career, in my management life, in the international level also. So please start with good ethics, because you might be distracted by several things. It's your willpower and ability how to stay within the ethics. So this is a crucial time, because your age, you are just coming out as an autonomous person. You have to be on your own, especially people who stay away from the parents. I stayed in the hostel most of my life. But what has helped me to learn good or what not to do, everything is based on ethics and guidance. Let us go back to the topic. What is a holistic engineer? Holistic engineer is try to get all the qualities into one person. Okay? But so far, you're not like that. You have some natural ability towards some particular skill or science. For example, somebody will be very strong in mathematics. Probably your left or right brain is not, functioning much better. Why mathematics? In our brain, there is a left and right. So left part is more for analytical, right part is for mathematics. Maybe I'm wrong, I'm swapping. But what I want to tell you is each one is gifted with some specific set of skills. You need to do more of it. Wherever it is less, you can always learn and fill in. But when you want to, the holistic engineer ingredients, we need to decide now, because once you come out of your college, you don't have time to do some correction. That means you need to, it's like a 4-year long process. And it is coming in the production line. After 4 years, you cannot make the quality and specification. So you have a strong position in the future, but it's all in your hands. Why I am saying, in the recent past, there is a good level of increase in the employability, but still we are not at the global mark. We have a very high level of engineers available, but unfortunately, when you want to apply them for a right job, the employability is between 20 to 30%. That is something which we need to address. I hope with the help of the institutions like Shakti, they are also taking this challenge, how to prepare them, not only to give a good education, but also make them as a good citizen, good employee for the companies we are looking. It is not only for India. As I said, globally, the production of people are less. In that, engineers are much less. So you have a social responsibility, not only for your country, to take care of the entire globe. Okay? So with this advice and some suggestions and sharing experience, I wish you all the best, especially the parents. It's a very interesting, I addressed such a gathering mostly with students. Today, I could see that they are accompanied by parents. It shows that how much they take care in the well-being of their siblings, and take this as one of the key responsibilities starting from this day one. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.